Is it a good idea to criticize your employer in a job interview? Probably most of you would say, no, it's not. Now, if I slightly nuance this question into, do you think it's a good idea to show backbone in a job interview, even if that would mean to disagree on some position that your company took, your future company, I hope, took on something that's directly linked with your role? Would this be a good idea? And probably most of you would actually say here, yes, because showing backbone in a job interview is actually something that sells pretty well, especially for senior types of roles. And truth be said here, there's a very narrow difference between showing criticism and showing backbone in a job interview. So that's why I wanted to talk about an important prerequisite to exploring or getting into these types of conversations. And some of you would actually be applying for manager level roles, or some of you might have managed people in the past, and you probably know that you can basically give 10 positive feedbacks to your team, but you only need one bad feedback, one negative feedback to ruin your team's morale. And the reason for this being is often that the levels of self-esteem in your team's member is not very high. And the other very important element here is trust. So if you give criticism to someone with low self-esteem, they will tend not to trust you as much as you'd want them to, because you're giving this rather difficult feedback in a good context. You're a well-intentioned individual, I would assume. So there's the same dynamic that happens in a job interview, actually. When you're interviewing with someone and you want to send some criticism, to put it, to be straightforward here, the element of trust will be essential going into that conversation. So if you want a simple tip here would be to first earn your interviewer's trust, or ensure that the trust levels are good into that interview, and only then consider showing backbone, and who knows, for director level roles, even showing thick skin if you want, might actually fly. But all in all, I believe it's a risk that you're taking. I should be well aware that trust is an important prerequisite for showing backbone in a job interview. So hopefully you found this useful.